नित्यानन्देश्वर सदाशिवसमारम्भां नित्यानन्देश्वरि आदिशक्तिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Now I am going to enter into the exact dimensions, that 11 dimensions. So let's remember Mahadeva and request his presence. For us he is avyakta, unknown. So he only has to reveal his grace by being here and making all of us experience him. Let me introduce the first dimension. Dimension means aspect of the universe. See, 25 aspects of you only is the 25 states of consciousness. Now internalize. 25 aspects of you is the 25 states of consciousness. 25 aspects of you is the 25 states of consciousness. 11 aspects of the universe is 11 dimension. 5 aspects of God is Panchakritya. First dimension, it's called length. Listen. Each of this dimension has its own tattva, unit. Sometimes we think why these complicated theories need to be understood. I am a simple devotee. No. You trying to be cozy with your ignorance does not qualify you as devotee. If you are a simple devotee, listen to whatever I am teaching and imbibe it. That is what is simple devotee. Trying to be very cozy with your ignorance. Ignorance is not cute. Ignorance is not cute. You need to catch. You need to understand because you are an adult. Understand? As an adult, you need to qualify yourself to live same way as a consciously matured being. You need to understand the fundamentals of the universe to move to the next level. Yes. Oh, I am a simple man. I don't even know how to drive car. Okay. Then be in some remote village and rot and disappear. That is not going to be the life. Ignorance cannot be celebrated. At least in the universe. And don't try to make your ignorance cute. Many times you try to make your ignorance very cute. No. No, it is not cute. So understand these basic principles. Length. Length means anything which flows with a systematic certain logic. Whether 2 plus 2 is 4 or If you add this acid and this acid, this is the product, comes out. This chemical and this chemical, this is the chemical, comes out. Anything repeatedly flows in the same logic is length dimension. Whether 2 plus 2 is 4 or the Ganga moving from Gangotri to Ganga Sagar. It's all logic. Listen carefully. All logic which moves systematically comes under length dimension. If I introduce other 2-3 dimensions, then you will understand. You will be able to grasp the depth of each dimension. Length dimension is a power by itself. If you master the length dimension, anything which works as per the logic will be under your control. You are master of it. Almost 99.99% of the known Vyakta is logic, length dimension. Whatever is known, 99.99 are length dimension. Your idea of currency, your idea of ownership, your ideas about mathematics, almost much of your science other than the quantum physics and parallel universe from Vedic tradition, much before Newton, the whole length dimension is explained thoroughly by Ganada. All this, which functions with a clear logic, is a length dimension. Everything which flows in the rhythmic logic is breadth dimension. Listen, rhythmic logic is different and simple logic is different. Simple logic is length, rhythmic logic is breadth. Breadth does not mean it does not have a logic, and it does not mean it's a rigid logic. See, I want you to know these dimensions, only then I can take you to the next level of experience. Otherwise, when I give you the experience, you will be overwhelmed. See, with understanding about these dimensions, you yourself will know how the powers are manifesting. And you will start playing with them. You getting comfortable with your consciousness and manifesting powers will start happening once you understand these 11 dimensions. Now, see, I have a responsibility. I have to give you this knowledge without giving you suffering. Mahadeva puts that word. There's a clear command. Knowledge has to be given without suffering. All language, all mathematics, all data analysis, all the statistics, all this comes under length dimension. rhythmic flow of logic is breath. Means, it's not that length is not there, but it is not rigid length. It's not rigid logic. Like dance, music, poetry. Poetry is the breadth dimension of language. Silence is the depth dimension of language. Speaking is the length dimension of language. Mathematics is the writing dimension of length. Painting is the breadth dimension of writing. Yantras are the depth dimension of writing. Listen. If something is a straight logic, it is called length dimension. Almost there is no blind spot. Same way, there is no depth. Listen carefully. Playing your whole life in length dimension is like a ship in the port, shipyard. Safe, but ship is not built for it. Ship is safe in shipyard, in port, but ship is not built for that. You are always safe if your life is based on logic, but you are not built for that. Anybody who feels secured by the logic dimension's abundance is foolishly feeling secured. Please listen. If you are cognizing you are very secured because of the bank balance zeros you have, electronically generated zeros in the bank computer screens by the exploiting ignorant stupid guys, if that is giving you the concept of security, you are stupidly secured. I am not saying that money cannot give you comfort. Yes, it can give you many things which you cannot buy without it, no doubt. But if you cognize that is going to give you a complete security in life, you are fool. It can give you painkiller, it cannot remove pain. Bed is not equivalent to sleep. When you don't have bed, you equate bed to sleep. Only if you have multi-bedroom house, you will understand bed is not equivalent to sleep. Same way, security you feel based on length dimension is the security ship feels in the port. Is that security for the ship? No. Security of the ship is its ability to handle everything of the ocean. Security for you is your ability to handle all the 11 dimensions. If you don't tumble down in the 25 states of consciousness, you are secured. The ultimate security, please listen, in the doing aspect and being aspect. Sushupta sushupti, to turyadita turyadita. If you can handle, that is what is security. See, in this, that doing aspect, y-axis, being aspect, x-axis, in both aspects, your ability to handle all the 5 states is security. Anything in the length dimension can get you comforts of the external world, no doubt. Comforts which can be delivered to you does not mean security. Maybe you are a little more secured than the person who does not have that comfort. But that does not mean you are secured. Security is not relative, it is absolute. Relative security, you call it or you consider it, you cognize it by mistake as absolute. That is faulty generalization. Yes, surely if you have a home, you are more secure than the homeless, especially in this biting cold. No doubt. You think Yama cannot walk into your room? That is where you are fool. You are little more secured than a homeless is a right statement. But you are secured in your home is not right statement. Comparatively secured, but unfortunately, your cognitions carry a lot of blind spot. When I am explaining now, you understand, okay, but when you are relaxed, when you are on your own, what is your cognition? Listen, how many of you really cognize when you are on your own? Money is a big security. With money you are secured. It is a blind spot. Come on, let's understand. With money, you are better secured, not secured. So you need to clear the blind spots. Many of the blind spots, when they are cleared, they manifest as power. Listen. When you treat money cheaply, it just follows your feet. No, really. Money is not Lakshmi. Your ability to treat money cheaply is Lakshmi. Very cheaply, abusively. Almost like, Because, listen, if you come to an understanding what is real wealth, you will just know how to keep the wealth running behind you. Listen, now I am giving you a very important understanding. You need to come to these cognitions. That is why the lessons about the 11th dimension. These cognitions are needed. Actually, I am teaching you how to come to powerful cognitions with this 11th dimension. With this 11th dimension, the two important result you need to achieve. Mahadeva says the first result is manifesting powerful cognitions, then manifesting powers. Listen, there is a big difference between these two. Listen carefully. If you read through third eye, it is manifesting powers. If you realize if my third eye is available for me, it is available for me because my third eye is connected to Swamiji's third eye. It means I can connect with his third eye. If I can connect with his third eye, I can connect with anyone's third eye. And using anyone's third eye and starting reading is manifesting powerful cognition. Understand now, I want you to manifest powerful cognitions about life, wealth, everything. What is wealth, The number of hours you are able to be alive intensely a day is your wealth. Number of hours you are alive without being shaken by your chemicals and hormones. That's wealth. That's Lakshmi. If you cognize this, you will go for the wealth which is in your depth. Even if the logic, number, currency, money is around you, you will not feel you are wealthy. Only if you achieve this, you will feel you are wealthy. With this, all this will be always serving you. Vishnu is all the time sleeping, but Lakshmi is pressing his feet. Because he is in right cognition. And you are all the time pressing Lakshmi's feet. Not even Lakshmi, Kubera's feet. Whether in your thinking, in your doing, in your being, in your lifestyle, if it is all about logical flow, you are a superficial person, Shudra. Superficial person is Shudra. If you know, when you get up from the bed, if you know your whole day till the time you are going to come back to your bed, you are a Shudra. Don't live that life. You have not taken something great. If you have taken something great, you will not know your whole day. You will not know what kind of a client going to come, what kind of a people you are going to meet, what kind of a possibilities are going to open up. Understand, if you know your whole day routine, from morning till night, you are living in the length dimension. Your security is false, your wealth is false. When some accident happens to you, you will wake up. Oh God, everything for which I was working, it was all false. I will strongly recommend you be your own boss. Really. Understand, Now you all know there are multiple births. Even if you don't fulfill now, you will be fulfilled in the next Janma, but be your own boss. By working for somebody, you will never be fulfilled. Let that be done by the people who are not introduced to these great truths. You may say, then who will work for others? There are many fools. Let them work for you. You fulfill your dream, or you will be hired by somebody to fulfill their dream. My disciples, thou shalt not work for others. When you get up in the morning, I don't want to say you should know your whole routine. I only want to say you should have freedom to explore your whole routine. If you know your whole routine means somebody is dictating your whole routine. You are a sutra, you are sold. Never bend your body just because somebody has put a name, yoga studio. You will go and bend your body and show everything to him? That is what is going on in many of the yoga studios. Who knows why he designed that step? No, all you guys question. Who knows why he is asking you to do what he is asking you to do? Why you guys never thought in this angle? Now all you guys should put this in the cyberspace, in the social media. Without giving the Shastra Pramana, if your yoga teacher is asking you to do some bending, who knows why? Why you guys are not thinking in this angle? Come on. Sorry for being little graphic, but I have to tell you the truth. So, first thing, ask your yoga teacher Shastra Pramana. Why should I bend? Just because somebody puts the board, yoga studio, you will go and... All right. It's graphic, but truth need to be told. Truth need to be analyzed. Same way now, when I am giving you these understandings about dimensions, this false security given by the length, anything which can be multiplied or divided, this false security stops you searching towards the real security. Understand? If you are not given the false security, you will not stop till you find the reality of the life. This false idea of retirement insurance does not allow you to think beyond the retirement, death. I tell you, the best place to be born and brought up is Indian village middle class family. Because there is no security there. You will have to think end to end your retirement, death and beyond death. So you are forced to develop a cognition till the end. First death I faced in my life, I am forced to decode death. Crack the code. I have to crack the code. Till then I cannot sleep. Because I am very clear, I was not given any false security. Understand, if somebody has dumped the cow dung on me, saying, oh, a lot of money, we will keep it in the bank, and once you fall sick, we will take you to the hospital, and the hospital doctor will take care, and we will become all right, and we will come out. All that stupid theories, the security concept of the logic was not put in my head. The first death I saw, I cannot rest till I decode, till I crack the code of death. Unfortunately, in the modern India, cities are not giving this possibility. The first death I faced in my life, I was shaken, and I am very clear. Only after I cracked the code, I solved it in. I was resting. I was able to rest. Till then it was sitting on the head. Fortunately, nobody was giving me false security ideas. False security idea, listen carefully, is one of the biggest danger you experience in length dimension. Breath is rhythmic flow of logic. Understand? When you enter into the second dimension, breath, many of your rigid ideas are questioned. Like suddenly you fall in love and you don't know why you behave like this. Even some of your own unknown territories, even you do not know you can be such good person. Actually, when you fall in love, that is why you feel so good about you. Many of your known logical conclusions are questioned. Usually you will be very selfish. If this is there, this is for me today and this is for me tomorrow. When you fall in love, many of those conclusions will be broken, which gives you a very deep feeling that good about you. The rhythmic flow of logic, length is breath. All the actions and activities of heart and art, goes into breath dimension, where there is a logic, but there is a flow, not rigid logic. Listen, all your patterns function from breath dimension, not from length dimension. Like if I sit in cold, tomorrow I'll get fever. Because my father had diabetes, I will also have diabetes. This kind of stupid cognitions. All these patterns, I don't know how many of you know, diabetes is not at all a disease. It's a business. No, it's a business. For my grandfather, 150 was high BP. For my father, 140 was high BP. Now for me, 130 is the high BP. For our next generation, 100 will be high BP. Who is deciding? BP medicine sellers, pharmaceutical companies. It's a business. Anyhow, listen, I'm only going to introduce today whatever is known part, because Mahadeva gives instruction, without suffering I have to teach you. Now, some of the Mahadeva's instructions, you see, he gives instruction what should be given free, what should be bartered, means exchange, what should be businessed, what should be like high priced, what should not be given even if any money is given. He puts different things: education, food, and medical care, 100% free. In these three, you cannot do even exchange, means you can't even expect respect from the other person who receives it. If you see some of his ideas, amazing, life positive economist. See, economy need to be happening, but it's all about life positive. If medicine is given to the hands of the people who do business, who can be healthy then? It is completely life negative economy idea. Understand, all life negative things should be made difficult. All life positive things should be made free. He's a complete life positive economist. It's all for life. Maybe I'll write a book on Mahadeva, the great economist. Mahadeva's ideas about economy. He gives a lot of understanding about why something should be free, why some things should be high priced. Rhythmic flow of the body language is dance. Rhythmic flow of the verbal language is poetry. Rhythmic flow of the sound is music. Rhythmic flow of the life is peace, but depth of life is bliss. Peace is not bliss. Understand? Powerfulness of the length is relaxation. Powerfulness of the breath is peace. Powerfulness of the depth is bliss. Length is your logic, breath is your emotions. What is emotion? A logic out of which you functioned many times, now you automatically function based on that logic is emotion. Packed logic is emotion. How many of you are understanding what I am saying? You know, in this situation, this is the way you have to behave. Because many times this is the way you have done. This way your father has done, your grandfather has done, your grandmother has done. Length repeated again and again, which became your muscle memory, is breath. Breath repeated again and again, which became your biomemory, is depth. Depth is your conclusions. Depth is the cognitions and conclusions you carry about you, life, God, people, everything. Fundamentally, that is what is your being, what you know as you, but not actually you. Listen, what you know as you, but not actually you. Actual you is Mahadeva. But because that is too big spot, you don't want to park your car there. Oh, that is 11 floor top parking spot. No. I want in my floor parking spot. Length is logic dimension of you. Length is logic dimension of the macrocosm, universe. Listen. Length is logic dimension of you. Length is logic dimension of the universe. I am making two statements. Length is logic dimension of you, macrocosm. Length is logic dimension of universe, microcosm. Telescopic and microscopic simultaneously. Listen to this word. Telescopic and microscopic simultaneously. It can get into your DNA movement and it can get into planets and universes movement. This whole thing which functions on a logic is length dimension. Whether your DNA or the movement of the planets, anything which functions with a logic is length dimension. How many of you are understanding the length dimension? This is what is little, you may feel little difficult, but the truth. Any logic within you, if you can understand and handle, you can handle anything there. Microscopic powers are always twinned, coupled with telescopic powers. How many of you are understanding? I'll introduce this word, algebraic topology. Mapping of microscopic logic and telescopic logic at the same time. If you can handle your kidney, you can handle Saturn. If you can handle your heart, you can handle the sun. This is where you are feeling little, oh, I cannot handle my heart, so naturally I cannot handle the sun. No. I am saying just open the doors here, too easy because it is too close. You can open the doors there. Balancing, ability to balance the hormones of the body, ability to play with the whole nature. That is what is Savitri's chastity. By her chastity stopping the sun. The powers of microscopic being projected into telescopic. Just ability to handle the hormone. Ability to handle the hormone is chastity. Ability to handle the hormone is brahmacharya, that's all. Just with this power, moving that, repeated logic rhythmically is breath. your heart, emotions, whether microcosmic level or macrocosmic level. Rhythmic logic in microcosmic level is heart. Rhythmic logic in the macrocosmic level is art. Cognitions from which length and breadth erupts out is depth. Z-axis from which the y and x erupts out is depth. Conclusions from which your logic, your emotions erupt out is depth. How many of you are understanding depth? See, in 3-4 agamas, Mahadeva gives various definitions of this Jnanapada, but all of them are in sync. I am compiling the whole thing and presenting to all of you. The very thought current, I am mapping it in English. Just these modern day words, this algebraic topology and all, I pick it up from the internet, that's all. Otherwise, the idea of telescopic and microscopic is directly from Agama. The Brahmanda and Pindanda. Of course, the word is the telescopic and microscopic is from internet. But the Brahmanda and Pindanda, both functioning in, it's called the Trishul of both edge. If you see, Subramanya will be carrying a Trishul with both side Trishul. That is a symbol of knowledge, Vidya. Understand? The symbol of knowledge is the Trishul, both side. Subramanya carries. So, microscopic and macroscopic, both. Telescopic and microscopic, in both direction, the power manifests simultaneously. Brahmanda and Pindanda, in both it penetrates. I'll repeat. Logic of you and the universe is length dimension. Rhythmic logic of you and the universe is breadth dimension. Cognitions from which the logic and rhythmic logic of you and the universe manifests is depth dimension. So with this, let's gather for next session. Thank you. Be blissful.